This is described as the Alaskito, as in the Alaskan mosquito. It's a tourist trap type place where they sell wood that has had burls grown into it. Trees have burls. That's a parasite. It's an example of the pipeline as it goes across country. It goes underground at this point to pass under the road, but these tall poles remain to draw any heat that the heated oil brings with it out of the ground, so it doesn't affect the permafrost. You can see if you look closely where the pipe comes back up out of the ground on the other side. We're about 35 miles from Valdez, and that is the Worthington Glacier. There is a pathway to the glacier. It says travel at your own risk. A fellow was just coming out who said the rocks are pretty unstable, and he didn't go all the way up to the glacier itself, so I'm not even going to try. The mountains around Valdez are aptly described as alpine-like. We're at Thompson Pass, about 30 miles from Valdez, just about a mile past the glacier. Those are snow sticks. The car passing by will give you an idea of the height. By the way, for those who don't know what the snow stick is, that's so the snowplow will stay on the road. He knows where the edges of the road are. And this is Bridal Veil Falls. We're about 10-15 miles from Valdez. And it falls into the same river that started at the glacier. And we have Horsetail Falls, like the tail of a horse. This is downtown Valdez. Got the city buildings here, City Hall, Library. The Valdez Museum. You remember that picture of what they call the pig that goes through the pipeline to clean the pipeline? This is a cutout of the pipeline that shows the pig on the inside. Again, it would be pushed along by the oil, scraping the sides of the line. A hand-built fishing vessel, made in 1939 here in Alaska. Used up until the 70s. Too many things to photograph. A lot of stuff here. The glass refractor from a lighthouse. They claim it's so cold up here even the fish have fur. A fellow by the name of Peter Toth has been going to all over the United States and at least a couple of countries, including Canada and Hungary, carving statues of Native Americans as a monument to them. He's doing this, as I understand it, for free. This one is 30 feet tall, 10 feet wide, one piece of wood. They came to Alaska in 1947 and decided to stay. She started collecting everything, and she has it on display here. She's still alive, living in Fairbanks. Let's go take a look. And at the local church we find this sign for advice to the faithful and the not so faithful. And a really nice video of the history of Valdez, including the earthquake, which is almost as hard hit as Anchorage. A lot of models here. Their Paul Bunyan gun. I call it a dinosaur gun. They load the oil ships on the other side of the sound. You can get closer over there, but just up to the main gate, and you can't see anything. So this is as good a shot as you're going to get of the sound and the oil terminal, which is where I started. It is impossible to describe what you see just getting in your car and backing out of a parking place. He's resting his head on the table. He's been doing that more and more often recently. What a cute dog.